From July 2021 to October 2022, the U.S. Department of Transportation reported 605 crashes involving vehicles equipped with advanced driver assistance systems, ADAS aka Autopilot, and 474 of them were Teslas. That's 3/4 of the accidents. On November 13th, a disturbing video of a deadly Tesla crash in Guangdong, China went viral. The footage showed a Tesla appearing to try and park, but moments later erratically swerving back onto the road instead, accelerating uncontrollably until finally crashing into a building, killing 2 people and injuring 3 more in the process. And China matters to Tesla. It's the second major market, accounting for 60% of sales. So what happens in China can adversely affect the company's bottom line. Concerningly, now that Twitter is in Elon Musk's hands, many reported on social media that tweets of the disturbing footage kept getting deleted from Twitter. The driver of this white, Model Y Tesla, an unnamed 55-year-old, reportedly lost control of his vehicle and claimed he had an issue with the brake pedal as he attempted to stop outside his family store. The driver asserted that although he repeatedly attempted to apply the brakes throughout the few minutes of acceleration, the car's automated systems malfunctioned and a technical problem prevented him from stopping the vehicle. The November 5th Tesla crash in China's eastern city of Chaozhou killed a motorcyclist and a high school girl on a bicycle. Tesla has pledged to assist local police in investigating the fatal incident but have denied all allegations that their vehicle or technology is to blame for the crash, citing both the footage, showing no brake lights illuminated, and their own data logs revealing no attempts from the driver to depress the brake pedal for the duration of the uncontrolled journey. In their own investigation of the events that led up to the crash, Tesla reported findings that it was in fact the accelerator that was excessively engaged throughout instead. This is not the first time Tesla's pioneering Autopilot technology has been linked to fatal road accidents, nor is it the first time the automaker has dismissed implications of their own soft or hardware being at fault. Self-driving cars under scrutiny. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA, the travel agency of the U.S. federal government, has since June 2021 ordered all automakers and vehicle tech companies to report timely and transparent notification of all road accidents that in any way involve automated or advanced driver assistance systems (ADAS) within 24 hours. Of the 600+ collisions reported since last summer, 18 have been fatal, most of them involving Tesla vehicles, 2 of which were reported to NHTSA between September and October this year. Since June, the agency has also upgraded its special investigations of 830,000 Tesla vehicles with defects. Fatalities and near misses linked to Tesla Autopilot have been stacking up across the world for a few years, many of which Elon Musk's company have denied responsibility for or filed defamation lawsuits against. The first known death tied to Tesla's self-driving functionality happened in 2016 when 40-year-old Joshua Brown's Model S Autopilot drove the car full speed into a white 18-wheel truck due to its sensors failing to distinguish the trailer against the bright sky. Brown was killed when the top of his car was torn off by the force of the collision. Another 3 people were killed last year in 2 separate Tesla Autopilot crashes. Both accidents were caused by self-driving Model S cars veering off the road and bursting into flames after hitting trees. Both incidents raised questions about the fire safety of the car's lithium batteries as well as its operating system, as reports revealed the possibility that at least one of the passengers was killed in the fire rather than collision, due to being unable to open their door. Tesla has shared condolences in relation to these tragedies, but the take-home message of their responses has mostly been about shifting the blame. Autopilot is getting better all the time, but it is not perfect and still requires the driver to remain alert, said Tesla. In August this year, an activist group released a report showing some Tesla cars in self-driving mode were unable to detect children in the road. Also on Tuesday this week, the Australian government recalled more than 1,000 Teslas over a software calibration issue causing steering defects, meaning the Electronic Power Assist Steering System (EPAs) may not operate as intended. With their technology under increased scrutiny, Tesla has also begun cracking down hard on their critics for vocalizing concerns. Last April at a Tesla auto show in Shanghai, a woman climbed atop one of the showroom cars to protest that she had almost died when her Tesla's brakes failed, one of 2 vocal anti-Tesla Chinese citizens who were later silenced and sued by the car giant. Zhang Yazhou and Han Chao were both forced to pay compensation and publicly apologize for making unverified, ungrounded claims that wrongfully tarnished Tesla's brand. As these reports of Tesla-related accidents have piled up, many have suggested the company's marketing strategy may be partly to blame, as amping up the automated functionality to a level that removes responsibility from drivers could make them inattentive and over-reliant on the vehicle's autopilot capabilities. Autopilot undermines human agency. In the first case attempting to navigate the tricky landscape of human agency in self-driving cars, Kevin George Aziz Riyad is currently facing trial after crashing his Tesla Model S into another car in 2019, killing 2 people inside. On the face of it, Riyad's expected verdict seems obvious, but given that his car was in autopilot mode at the time of the crash, the jury are faced with a difficult question, as law professor and expert in self-driving cars Edward Walters put it, who's at fault, man or machine? Tesla is not facing any criminal charges from the incident, but the nature of the crash has created space for much-needed conversation on the philosophical issue of driver versus vehicle autonomy, a topic that's sure to surface time and time again as more manufacturers roll out autopilot and driverless features. This landmark case in California, the recent fatal crash in China, and many other incidences of autopilot-related road accidents all underline the urgent need for more clarity on the safety of self-driving vehicle technologies. But as well as raising questions around autonomy, safety and responsibility, these reports have also opened the floor for consumers and autonomous vehicle corporations to debate whether, behind the wheel, are humans or technology more trustworthy. Silicon Valley has always believed in the superiority of technology, and that self-driving cars would result in fewer accidents and fewer road deaths. This belief is even reflected in the optimistic tone of the U.S. Department of Transportation page on automated vehicle safety. But this belief is inevitably destined to be shaken as more road accidents happen, showing the limits of technology. It is encouraging that the Transportation Department has developed an interactive AV test tracking tool to keep the public informed about developments in this area. As time passes and evidence accumulates, one may expect that some sort of answer might be arrived at.